Well, we're on a rooftop at the moment, Gita, and we're seeing some pretty extraordinary scenes. Let me just show you. I'll move out of the shot and show you what we can see in the direction of the Gaddafi compound, and you see that billowing smoke. We're actually lying pretty low on this rooftop because although we're some distance away, we've heard that there are snipers firing in this direction at our position or near our position. It is a very volatile situation, but it's very clear that there is a major battle raging right now inside that compound. We're certainly hearing the sound of small arms, we're hearing heavy guns too, and we're hearing Grad missiles being fired. Some of those Grad missiles appear to be being fired from within the compound to those that are attacking the compound and trying to enter that compound. I think anyone in the centre of Tripoli, if they look from a high position, will see this scene right now, the scene of this billowing black smoke, a hugely symbolic scene because this sprawling compound in the centre of the city has been the centre of power here for years.
And we can hear the sound of gunshots in the distance, James. Is all of the fighting, though, concentrated around the compound?
Yes, most of the fighting at the moment is concentrated around that compound. Yes, you are hearing the sound of gunfire. You're also hearing the sound of the call to prayer here. It is Ramadan here in Libya as elsewhere in the Islamic world. The battles, though, have been raging for some hours here now as opposition fighters and those still supporting the Gaddafi government continue to stage these battles, most of them concentrated around this compound, but elsewhere in the city, just getting down again now because another gunshot close by and a loud explosion close by as well.
James, do tell us if you need to take cover, and please do stay safe and tell us if you need to take cover at any point, and we'll come back to you a little later.
Gita, don't worry, I'm on my knees here now, very low, and in a position hopefully that can't be seen by any sniper. So I can, though, still see the pictures that you're seeing, and just listen to the sound of those heavy explosions, heavy gunfire taking place right now, mixed with the sound of the loudspeakers and the religious singing.
Well, let's listen a little bit to what we are hearing. And these are other pictures that are coming through right now, live pictures, we understand. Grey skies, plumes of smoke rising from behind what we believe to be the area surrounding Bab al-Aziziyah, Muammar Gaddafi's official residence, his compound. There have been reports of NATO planes flying low overhead. Still no firm indication as to whether or not NATO's planes have been involved in military airstrikes. James, has there been any indication whatsoever that NATO has been involved in airstrikes? Because we still do not know for sure what is the extent of its current military involvement within the capital itself.
Well, certainly I've heard the sound of NATO planes overhead. I haven't seen any airstrikes since I've been in this position, and my colleague Zaina Hodder, who's also in this immediate area and a bit closer to the compound, she says she has not seen any NATO airstrikes. However, some other media are reporting those airstrikes. We cannot, I'm afraid, confirm them, and as you say yourself, the NATO spokesman at this stage in that news conference that took place in the last hour also not confirming that.
And what is the general mood among the rebel fighters, among the population of the city, the supporters of the opposition, those who want to see the end of this regime, which appears to be appears to be imminent? But what is the general sense? And is there a level of communication between the different units that are fighting with the opposition?
Well, I think the general view, and I think it would be shared between those opposition fighters and the ordinary population, is one of concern. I think anyone who's in this city will know what a volatile, unstable place it is right now. The opposition may have more control of parts of the city than the pro-Gaddafi forces, but the reality is this: there really is no control, no authority at the moment in this city. Even where you see the opposition flag flying, you also are hearing gun battles going on. There are snipers on top of buildings. Ordinary people, don't see many of them on the streets. For a busy capital city, a populated capital city, the streets seem pretty empty. Most people, I think, staying at home, staying indoors, keeping their families, their children away from the streets as they watch, very tensely, they watch what's going on in their city, which will decide the future of their city and the future of their country.
And of course, both sides still claiming to control a majority of the territory, but neither in full control of the situation yet. All this will be adding to the sense of tension, of frustration among the population itself.
I think so. I mean, they've had a lot to put up with here in the city of Tripoli, and the conditions are really poor now. Many parts of the city, they have no electricity, they have no water. This is a very difficult life for the people, and of course, because of the violence that's going on, and they never know where it's going to break out, very hard for them to get out, find anything in the shops. Even if they did get out, they wouldn't find many shops open, and they wouldn't find much to buy, Gita.